Good morning, ma'am. I'm pretty well. Thank you so much for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. You're looking very nice in red today.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And same to you. You always look elegant.
Because you are beautiful, that's why you are saying this. Beautiful people have beautiful eyes. That's why you are having a beautiful eyes. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
that is true. Okay, so tell me, how is your day going?
I just woke up a few hours back. I didn't do anything productive, but
Okay,
I'm glad that I could connect with you today because I think we have talked only once before,
yes,
and I really liked the conversation, the way you speak, um, your thought process. So I really liked that. So yeah, my day is like going is definitely going to be a fruitful one after this session, I think.
yes, I cross my finger for that. Hopefully so. Okay, let's see. All right, so you said you just woke up and you are taking rest. It is good to take rest because I think it's holidays today, yeah, in India.
Yes, yeah.
Are you celebrating Janmashtami? Do you celebrate?
No,
Okay.
I celebrate, but in my house. But right now, I am not in my house. So
Okay. Where are you then?
I actually rented an apartment near my office. So,
Okay.
uh, because I have a baby, small baby.
Yes, yes, yes,
So, and my house is far from my office. So that's why
yes.
I rented this place so that I
Mm-hmm.
can come back quickly and can take care of
Yes,
him.
that's true. You can feed your baby, you can look after your baby because it is very convenient. So that is very good. You are a family person, you are a good mom. That's why you are thinking about it that you have to have office near to your, house, not house, apartment. So that way you can look after your baby well. So that's a great thing. Okay, first of all, I think if you can introduce yourself, that would be great for the new viewer to know about you because I have idea about you, but whoever will watch this video later, they need to know about you. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, sure. My name is Jaya Khosh. I hail from Kolkata and I'm a working professional. I also run a YouTube channel. The name of my channel is Make English Easy. There I post English conversation videos. And apart from my work, I love to read books whenever I get free time. And I love watching different kind of videos on YouTube. So that's all about me.
Thank you so much introducing yourself. As you just said, you have a very small baby, very young baby, and you are looking after your baby, and you are working. Yeah, you are a housemaker, and you are a working professional. You are a mom, and now you are also holding a YouTube channel. I don't know how you are managing all these tasks at once. It is very challenging. For me, it is very challenging because just keeping one channel and you have to work on that. You need to upload your videos and you need to have a conversation with people. So it is tough task, but I don't know how you're managing that.
No, actually, I was thinking to ask you the same question because I think you are beautifully managing everything. And the last time also when we spoke, you told me that your husband is away from you and you have to manage everything alone with your kids and with
Yes,
your work and personal life. So I think everyone's journey is pretty much the same with different circumstances, but
yes.
we are all somehow managing, right?
We are managing, but you are managing very beautifully. I can see that. And yes, at that time, my husband, he was away. He was in India, but he came back after a month. So, yes, I am having him at this moment. So, he is helping me. I got children. I need to make sure I look after them well because when they are at their teenage, that way, that at that time, we need to look after them very well, actually, because then that way they can observe what we are doing, how much time we are dedicating in look after them and putting our effort to help them to learn and to allow providing them calm and nice homely environment. So I am trying to do that along with my job, and because it's been a long time, I am very comfortable in my job. I have no baby. I have just only one baby. My YouTube channel is a baby at this moment, but I'm not much worried about that because I just let it go the way it's going. Because otherwise, if I just get worried, okay, I have a YouTube channel, I have to work on that. That way, I won't be able to focus much on other tasks. So I just want to pay attention to the things which I am already doing. My responsibilities are first, and after that, I just say, okay, I can connect with the people and I can help if I can help. So.
I'm sure you are definitely helping a lot of people because I think a lot of people are looking up to you. They are loving your content on YouTube, and your channel is also growing pretty well. Like they don't
So,
want a lot of subscribers in a short time, but yes, it should be
yes.
steady, slow and steady.
Yeah, it is
Uh,
steady because I know the lots of strategies I'm not able to implement, as I told maybe last time as well. So yeah, I can do, so many other things, but I become sometimes lazy because I'm tired. I have some other responsibilities. Whenever I get free time, I try to connect with the people and I need to edit the video. And when we have a lots of screen time, that way we feel tired because of our eyes get tired, our back get tired. So I like to move here and there. But when I will have my school holidays, that at that time maybe I will be able to upload some informative videos, but at this moment I'm just having conversation videos and uploading those video on my YouTube channel. So yeah.
and ma'am, what do you think about using advanced words and some fancy words while doing conversation? Do you prefer using them?
In Australia we don't really use advanced and fancy words because this is a language here. Like in India, when while we speaking in our mother tongue, we don't use advanced and some kind of new words or old vocabulary. We don't use it. We just use just conversation language. The way we can express ourselves well, and other people is able to understand ourselves well as well. So we just want our message is well understood by other people. That is big enough. But if sometimes it's needed, we do that because I'm a teacher here. Sometimes we use our professional language during conference time and profession development time. So we do that. But usually when we have normal conversation, our routine conversation, we don't really use that. Sometimes we use some kind of words which is really needed, then only we use it. Otherwise forcefully I don't want to just, okay, I know that word, I have to use that word. I don't do that. But I know YouTubers, they are doing that because they are learning those words. If they are not able to use those words, that way they will forget. So it is good for them to use that forcefully. But for in our case, I think first of all we need to make sure that we need to able to speak really correctly. If you are not able to form correct sentences, and if we are using advanced vocabulary, so it's not worth enough, I believe. Yes.
Yes. So, so if I may ask you that, if someone is talking in front of you, so how will you measure his fluency, his or her fluency?
If that person is able to express his or her ideas well, and if that person facial expressions, body gestures, tone of voice is along with the emotions that person try to express, that is the fluency. And that person is not making major errors. So yeah.
So, like major errors means major grammatical errors or maybe
Yes.
sentence structure.
Yeah, all together. I can say all together. Grammatical errors and sentence structures and all these things. Yes, we do sometimes here and there. We do similar with our mother tongue, but if we are just trying to want to express our ideas to other people and we are not able to express that idea correctly, that way we are making lots of errors. And when we make lots of errors, that way our sentence is not clear to that person because that way we make our sentence in different meanings. We want to say something and we are saying something else. Yeah, like if you are
Yes.
not using proper prepositions, so our sentence becomes really different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all about a lot of practice. When you
Yes.
do practice, then things will come naturally to you. And
Yes.
So right now, I think I am concentrating more on using some synonyms of the same word,
Mm-hmm.
because when you are constantly using happy, happy, happy in a sentence, so
Yes.
maybe it's boring
Yeah,
for the other
it's
person.
boring and yeah, monotonous for other people. So we need to make sure if we are talking with someone, that person is able to understand that word we are using. If that person is not able to understand, if that person is at beginner level, and if we try to use advanced vocabulary with that person, that way that person feel hesitated to talk with us, won't be able to understand, and that way we are demotivating that person enthusiasm. That person will think, okay, I'm not able to learn that way, I'm not able to express that way. So we need to make sure we also just keep in our mind, okay, while we are talking with someone else, we need to make sure that we encourage that person. We need to say positive things to that person. If we are trying to show, okay, we are superior, you are inferior, I know more than you, that way it is not conversation. That way we are not expressing our ideas well to that person. And it's not good for the human society as well, because we are demotivating other people. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes, true.
Okay, tell me about your English learning journey. How is going? Anything new? Any new method you are using and you finding it very useful? Like, yeah, I improved something, or yes, this method is working for me. Is there anything happening like this?
So, no, actually, I'm not getting enough time to connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not able to upload videos consistently. My channel is also not growing. But what I know is that I need to excel in this language. I need to master this
Yes,
language. I
yes.
love this language. So no
Mm-hmm.
matter how much subscribers or how much views I'm
Yeah,
getting, I'm not
yes,
concerned about that. The
yes,
only thing I know that I need to be consistent no matter what. Yes, I can take breaks. Like
yes.
I
Yeah,
frequently take breaks, like one
yes,
week, 3 days,
yes,
5 days.
yes, yes.
But after that, I want to go back to the same routine, because that's how
Mm,
you will learn and that's how you will grow. So
yeah.
right now, my focus is all about using, like, not using the basic words every time, a little bit advanced words.
Mm,
So I let me tell you one funny incident. So the other day, I asked my husband that, see, just give me 10 minutes and I will tell you some words, and you just tell me the meanings, because
mm,
he's from an English medium background, though he doesn't want to speak in English with me or
mm-hmm,
with anyone for that matter.
mm-hmm.
So he said, yeah, yeah, okay, let's just see. So I thought that the words are advanced, and so he is not able to, tell me the meanings, but
Yes.
he knows. He knew, and he told
Mm-hmm.
me that, yeah, you use these words in this context, in this context, and that context. And then after 10 minutes, he told me that, see, you're not going to remember these words in this way, because
Mm-hmm.
context is very important.
That's
So just
true.
try
Mm,
to remember the line, the
yes,
entire sentence
mm,
where the word is used. So in
yes,
that way, it is easier for you to remember that, okay, so that word is used in that context. So I
mm,
am also talking about the similar context. So now I can use that word. So, and my idea was like, the more I will, say
use
the
it.
word,
Yes,
yeah, then I will be able to use that. So it's really funny incident,
yes,
and basically I'm trying to do that. Like for me, it's all about just know the words, and then I will, whenever I have time, I will go back and I will search how I can use those words. So this is the new technique that I'm going to apply. I don't know whether it will be useful for me, because it's a matter of
yes,
like quite some time. And otherwise, I love to read, so I read one or two articles on a daily basis. And now I think I have noticed a change in me. Like earlier, I always loved to listen to different type of content on YouTube, but nowadays I think whenever I am listening to a podcast and the host, or maybe the person who is coming, so whenever they use any word that is unknown to me, I just catch it instantly. And I go back to Google and I just try to
mm,
learn the meaning and try to use that word myself. So I think this is a very good practice, because only just listening to something is not going to help you in the long run. So just try to,
that's true.
upgrade yourself
Yes.
by doing such kind of
Yes.
activity.
Yes, that is a good method. Repetition helps continuously learning. And as you are using that same word in couple of contexts, a couple of times, that way you will be able to understand that, and that way your mind will be ready for that word. So whenever that word is needed, when you are having conversation with someone, you will automatically speak that word. You will be able to recall that word very easily. And repetition, as you using that method, is good. And also you said listening will not benefit you as long as you are not using that in your conversation, in your language. If you are listening to something, you need to make sure, if you collect some word and you find that word, okay, this is new word, not even new word, that word need to be useful. Okay, if you need to find out, okay, this word I can use in my language, because this word I have to express my idea in that way, and I find it very hard to express my ideas, and this person is able to use that word in very nice way, and that way that person is expressing his or her idea, and I find trouble to express my ideas in that way. So you need to write that word if you find it useful only, not just okay, this person using this word, I have to write this word, and then you will collect lots of word, and if you don't use that word, that will be waste, because your mind will say, well, so many words in the memory, but you are not using it, better I delete some words. So the time when other person will say that word, you will be able to remember. You will be able to remember the meaning, but you won't be able to speak. You won't be able to use that because of lack of practice. So if you're not using it, you will lose it definitely. So you need to find, you use the relevant and some useful words, write down, and you need to make sure you write couple of sentences which you can use it. Not just you find somewhere, okay, some sentences in the diary or dictionary or somewhere else, and then you write those sentences. You need to make your own sentences which you can use it, and you need to start using that as well. Okay, does not matter if you don't find it, the context or situation, you try to use that more often, and that word will become your pet word. And when you feel confident, okay, this is very easy for me to use it, then you can use another one. Yes. So until and unless you find it is very hard, I'm still not able to pronounce that word correctly, I'm not able to use that word correctly, what was that word, I forgot, you won't be able to use that word. So you need to make sure you need to memorize that word very well. You need to be able to use that word in the sentences and speak out those sentences more often, to give yourself practice to use that word. That way you will find it is very convenient. I'm very comfortable now, I can use that word. Yes.
Yes, yes. And many people told me that, so whenever you just take 3 or 4 words and try to make a story around it, like real life stories. Try to use those words in your life. In that
Yes,
way,
connect.
yeah,
Yes.
connect those
Con-
words into your
Connect with
life,
your
and
life experience, your real situation, that word. So that way you
yeah,
will be able to remember. Yes, you can make story if you're learning five, six words. If you are not able to do that, if you are not able to make stories, you need to make sure you use that word in couple of scenarios while you're talking with someone. So you will be able to do that. Yeah.
yes. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it will be helpful for a lot of people.
Yes, it will definitely. And like in my mind, I have stored lots of words, but when I feel like okay, the time comes automatically. It comes actually. This morning, I was just thinking something else, and one of the new words just popped up. I say, I know that word. I'm not using that word, but this word is coming in this sentence. Let me find out the meaning, and meaning was the same. I say, no, I know that word. It was in my memory, but I'm not using that word. So yes, if you listen some of the words a couple of times and it's happened there, that way whenever you say some sentences, you will be able to use that word automatically, because listening power is very strong. Actually, we need not to underestimate that power. We need to make sure we listen to the lecture, listen to the podcast attentively. That way only we will be able to understand. If we are doing something else, if we are listening, that way we won't be able to focus, because our mind can focus at one task at one time. So this is the thing only. You, if you are listening something, if you are listening one lecture a couple of times, that way you can say, okay, first time I listened to that lecture attentively. I wrote the meaning of words and all sentences which I feel is connect to my daily routine. And now I can just do some other task and I can listen that again. That is fine at that way. Otherwise, if you are listening at very first time and you are engaging yourself doing something else, you are not able to focus. That way, you will feel like, okay, this is no benefit fit for me. I need to just move to next one. But when you sit down and you listen, or maybe if you are listening some lecture while you're doing something else and you find that lecture very useful, you make sure you get time for yourself to listen that lecture again very peacefully, attentively, actively, and write a couple of words, and that way you will find, okay, listening is really very powerful, because when we listen something we collect the information. It improve our comprehension as well. We able to understand the sentences, the expressions, and when we able to explain the expression and sentences, that way we are able to speak well. Because sometimes when we speak something, if we learn some, memorize some words, learn some new words, and somehow we are using in our conversation, and because we don't know the expression. Yeah, we are saying that word, but expressions are not there. That way is like monotonous, and because it's a language only, yeah. So we need to use as a language, and when we say and we use any kind of language, we make sure that we use the expression as well, because every language has different accent, different expression as well. So we need to make sure we use that expressions, we use that facial expressions, body gestures, tone of voice. We have to pay attention to tone of voice as well. Sometimes we ignore it. I also do that, but we need to make sure, yes, it should be there. That way our communication will be well worth, and very well. Other people, they will be able to notice us if we are saying the same. You're saying same thing, I'm saying the same thing, some other person, they are coming, they are saying the same thing. One of the person is, he is very well, his tone of voice is very good, he is able to use same sentences, but his tone of voice is like very attractive, expressions very good. That way everybody will focus to that person. They will not listen to us. It does not matter if we are saying something very correctly, very useful, people will ignore us. And if someone is there and that person is using right voice of tone of voice, expressions, people will say, yeah, that person is correct. Actually, we have to listen to that person. So these are the things.
Yes. Yes, and if we talk about mistakes, so it's inevitable. Like a
Yeah,
well-learned
inevitable. Yes.
person can also
Yes.
make
Yes.
mistakes sometimes, because it's all about your mindset, what
That's
you were
true.
thinking at that time. And so the other day, actually, I was watching a YouTube video of a YouTuber I follow for quite some time now. So she also, made a few mistakes in that particular video. So first I thought, why is she making the silly mistakes? And she should not have done that. But then I realized it's not about the mistake. Like do, does, am, is,
Yeah.
are. We all know that where to use that,
Yes.
and it's like it's all about what she is focusing on at that time. So maybe it
Yes.
slipped because of some reason. So
Some reasons, yes.
so because we
Because
are just learning the
mm,
language, that is the
yes,
reason why we are focusing so much on the structure and the
yes.
grammatical rule.
That is true. That is true. Even I have seen here, even in Australia, not even Australia, other country as well. People speak English, but they are mispronouncing. Sometimes it's not like that. They don't know, because sometimes we are in hurry. Sometimes we're thinking something else when we're pronouncing that word. Sometimes we are very excited saying something and we mispronounce some of the words. It doesn't mean we don't know how to pronounce that word. It means our thought process, and our mind is not all together at that moment. That's why these things happen. And sometimes even we know the rule very well, we are able to express, we able to use that rule, but we are thinking something else, and we just we are lost in our thoughts. Okay, we are expressing, and sometimes we get very excited to express our ideas. I have to say that, I need to say more. So that way we make lots of error, lots of mistakes. So we need to underestimate those mistakes. We need to think that, okay, now I'm not able to speak English well, even though I'm learning English for a long time, still I'm making lots of errors. It's not like that actually. Because when I speak here with the Australian and this, they just focus what you are trying to say, your facial expression, your tone of voice, the way you are saying, expressing your ideas, not just your words, not your grammar errors and all other things. So that is the main thing actually.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Okay, do you have any question? Otherwise, we wrap up our session. Is the video is getting too long?
Yes, ma'am, yeah, we can wrap up, I think.
Okay, nice talking with you again, and
Yes,
shall we
ma'am.
catch up again? Yeah.
Hope so, ma'am. Today it's holiday for me, that's why I got time. But
Yes.
yeah, I will definitely try to connect with you.
Yeah, holiday for me as well. I'm not at work because of the Janmashtami. So,
Yeah.
okay. I
Have a
took my
nice
s-
day, ma'am.
I took my sick leave. I say I'm sick. I
Oh,
usually because we don't have public holidays here now. That we have
okay.
public holidays, that not for Indian public holidays. So yes, we
Mhm.
got personal leaves, and I am the only one who does not take sick leaves. Usually, other teachers after a month they take off. So I am the one. I got lots of sick leaves left. So I thought okay, I need to use it because this is very spiritual festival. I have to celebrate this because that way I can teach my children. They can see okay, mom she's at home and she is celebrating in different way, otherwise they won't be able to learn anything. So especially I try to focus if any festival is coming, I need to make sure that I celebrate in very extended way, nice way, so my children they can learn okay, this is the way we have to celebrate our festival, this is the meaning of this festival. So that is the
Yes.
thing, so I'm trying to do that. Okay, bye bye
Yeah.
for now, and catch you soon later. Bye, take care.
Bye-bye, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Bye.
See ya.